But the main campaign of Fire Emblem, it was amazing. I cried. I can't stop thinking about these precious children. I'm so happy with how it ended and all the endings that I got. It was just glorious. I'm so happy with the game. Uh-oh, Chalice. Oh, geez. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet these kids. We did. We got the Sylvix and Demidu ending. Perfect. Perfect. Hi, Rezark. Good to see you. So for anybody who didn't see my playthrough, who's maybe new here, just a reminder that I have only played the Blue Lions. I have not played the other two, so no spoilers in relation to the story of the other two routes, please. This is the first day for the DLC. Boop. I got that friend request that I just keep not checking, man. Pops up every time. I very rarely touch my Switch. The old woman or the weird one? Oof, we got some audio glitching. Give me. Let me restart the capture software. It do that. I have listened to Apex of the World on repeat since last stream. It's so freaking good. It's so good. I can't, like this game did so... Okay, no. DMCA. No! Sorry, go back. This game did so much right. I mean, it got things wrong, but it did so much right. This is the most elaborate, emotional, like, in-depth dating sim I have ever played in my entire life. It did so much right, especially towards the end. Like, not only with, like, those title cards and being able to change the ending and change the character outcomes, but just, like, down to, like, the music during the final boss. Like, having the final boss theme be a medley of all of these themes and songs that you have heard repeatedly throughout the game, but fallen in love with and associate with your journey and associate with the characters, to have the final boss theme that you sit and listen to while you complete the finale of the game, but like an orchestral enhanced version, is just like I keep listening to it outside of the game, and I just like get so emotional every time, because it's a culmination of the entire journey that we went on. It is, and it's so triumphant, it's so celebratory, but yet it's so nostalgic, and it's so like, just it gets to you. Like every final theme should be that. Every final boss theme should be the culmination of your experience that got you there. And that's what a medley like that does, is you're fighting the final battle, and the music is reminding you of these memories of what got you there, of your playthrough, and you feel like special because you're like, I got here, you know? And like that's why that theme got me so emotional. And you don't usually see that in games, actually. You normally it's some brand new, it's always like amazing, but it's some brand new theme that you're not like, that I've never heard this before. It's more new music, but it doesn't mean anything outside of the final battle. Whereas this means it means your entire journey. And it's just, wow. Like I'm every time I listen to it, I'm blown away by just the concept of the final boss theme being that. Exactly, Yuri. And it's beautiful. And that's like phenomenal game design. And I'm just, it blows me away. It continues to blow me away just thinking about it. And so there's so much in this game that that really just the devs went above and beyond, and they understood gamers and just. Okay, how do I play the DLC? Side story? Is that the DLC? Increase classes. Units can change classes but cannot gain new certifications. You gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor breaks. Okay. Be mindful of your weapon durability. This is a finite. There is a finite amount of golden ore. Only the Sword of the Creator is repaired when you explore. Okay. Before each battle, use the shops around the Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions and forge or repair your weapons. Okay. The Abyss. No. Casual. Oh! I feel like I feel like this is a continuation. So I'm gonna stay with male Byleth. Yeah, Byleth. I'm gonna do female Byleth, when I start my Golden Deer playthrough. I'm gonna do female Byleth. Render, you are just in time. Is Byleth correct? Yes. No, I don't need. Thank you so much on my loading screen. Thank you.
Cindered Shadows. Ooh. The fourth house.
The fourth house? Ooh, I like the new voice.
In the Imperial year 185, the construction of Garreg Mach was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the 4 Apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual. They poured their holy essences into the Chalice of Beginnings, a gift from the goddess herself, in hopes of bringing about her second coming. Alas, the Rite of Rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the 4 apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land. The first sought the lush forest of Adrestia's mountains. The second traversed Fodlan's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores. The third traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks. And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. Lost to history, nothing but legend now remains of the 4 apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean Chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
Oh. Wow. Look at that lore, right?
Excuse me. Sorry to intrude.
Hi, Eloise.
Please, forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Do not worry yourself, Eloise. As it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great.
It's been a while since we've seen Rhea. We didn't see Rhea at the end of the Blue Lions route. We got her back, but it was just like, oh, and she's back. She's fine.
Covering the 995 years since Garreg Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh? Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included. This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes. This is a rare and valuable text, Most documents of that era have been lost to time.
I see. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle. Not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle,
This music reminds me of
the
Zelda.
Rite of Rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
The Rite of Rising, huh? Can't say I've ever heard of that one.
I am not surprised. There should be countless records documenting that important ritual. Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most fervent. Saint Seros held the ritual along with the 4 apostles, Noah, Chevalier, Timotheus, and Oban. However, it did not bear fruit, as the goddess did not return to this world. So it is written.
So it is written.
Never heard of the 4 apostles before. They're different from the 4 saints, right?
That is correct.
You're not doing a very good job
Today,
of passing down this legend,
almost
Rhea.
no records exist of the 4 apostles. Their names live on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge of the apostles has all but disappeared from the grand stage of history.
Well,
So
that's
each of them
interesting.
represented a crest.
Does that mean they're somewhere backstage?
In a sense, it is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in
Backstage.
secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look. I had not intended to indulge in such a long-winded lecture. Please, tell me your report, Alois. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garrick Mach.
In the underground. She does have hair glued to her shoulders, like part of her strands of her hair are like part of her
Claude.
outfit.
Are you certain that suspicious individual you spotted went through there?
Oh my god, it's all the kids, but they're actually like still friends. Babies! The babies are babies again. Oh my gosh. Can we meet Zagreus? Is Zagreus in this? Yes. Yes. Oh, I haven't played Hades in so long. I want to play Hades. I'm not done with that game. I'm like 120 hours in. I'm not done. Look at these babies. Look at these babies. The tragedy that will befall them.
I will say, that does look a bit like a passageway, doesn't it?
Unless I dreamt it up while sleepwalking, there's no mistaking what I saw.
Which could be
I
possible.
never thought I'd say this, but I believe Claude's story. In fact, it reminds me of something. I have heard tales of countless passages snaking beneath Garrick Mach. This is undoubtedly one of them.
Perhaps so. In any case, there's no telling where it
It's
leads.
like weird seeing Dimitri
no.
like this now.
Oh, you're right. There's no telling what we could find. Terrible danger, wicked creatures, unspeakable smells. The risk is too high, your highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells nice. Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own. With so little information, it's far too dangerous. We'll come along as well, right, Dimitri?
Yes, of course. If it was indeed a thief, we must not allow them to get away with their crime.
This is like
Considering
they're
what
gonna
took place at the
sleuth.
goddess's rite of rebirth, vigilance is paramount.
Right, well, tag along if you insist. Just don't come crying to me if we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
Likewise. Well, no use dallying. Let's be on our way. Unless there's someone else we should call for?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Claude totally tried to go on an adventure, just the 2 of us. Let's see. The 4 of us should suffice. We should bring more allies just to be safe. Perhaps we should alert the knights. More allies?
Yes, a fine idea. Though at this time, I fear few of our classmates are still awake.
Whoa there!
No,
What's
they-
all this, Professor?
Well, we are.
House leaders creeping
I
around
just
at
want.
night?
Well, how
Shady if you
convenient.
ask me.
That was hilarious. Oh my god. I just walked in like, hey guys. Yeah, right. Lindhard is awake of all people. Wait, what? He's the sleepy one. That was hilarious. Oh my god. Hi, Ash. What's up, my son?
It's certainly a rare and unexpected sighting, especially considering the hour.
Looks like a whole lot of something is about to happen. I'm going back to bed.
Stop right there,
Lindhard got
Lindhard.
dressed
Your
and everything.
bad luck is our good fortune. You're coming with us.
You can stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help, too.
You as well, Ash. I'll explain everything on the way.
Happy to help. We don't have anything better to do at this hour, so we may as well pitch in.
You have our gratitude. Now then, let us be
Yeah,
on our
this is
way.
like the weirdest combination of
Professor?
characters, right? The
More the
sleepy one, the
merrier, I
lazy one,
suppose.
and the precious boy. I can see Ash.
just hope
Ash
we're
makes the
not all
most
marching
sense.
to
The
our
other
doom.
two, it's like, what? Were they just like the devs' favorites, like in each house? We want more Ash, Hilda, and Lynn.
Yuri, this is brutal. Tell me again
Abyssian
why you're
classroom.
subjecting me to this devastating boredom.
Enough with the yawning, Ballface. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Thanks, but no thanks, pal. I'm low on funds as it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, B. As if you could say no to
B.
that. How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine
What?
my overwhelming dread were I stuck here without such joyous entertainment. Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri Bird and Coco.
Hey, boss.
Yuri Bird and Coco.
Back already, huh? Have you detected any movement on the surface?
Well,
Yuri's
I looked
fabulous.
for the Cardinals meeting, just like you said. The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Some weirdos, you say?
I love them
Sounds
already.
very helpful. They weren't knights, were they?
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
They probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch
This guy's abs are like a washboard, dude. Interesting how all of their outfits have that, like, the black chain, like, whatever you want to call that. It's like a fancy chain. All of their outfits have that in some capacity. His abs are distracting. He's like Gladio. That's what Riku's abs look like. You can't show it because Disney.
Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble.
You're excited to fight too. You've been waiting for a chance to try out your shiny new magic.
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them. They're probably
Surface
not
laws.
knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
These people just like
You had
live
best
underground.
Not leave me behind.
Constance, Hoppy, Yuri, and Balthus.
It seems this place is more than a simple passageway. There's clear evidence of human habitation.
People living under Garrick Mock? Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garrick Mock. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Abyss?
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Does
Identify
Abyss know how to
yourself.
party?
That uniform.
Welcome, curious students of the Officers Academy.
Dimitri was like,
Such
abs.
fine surface dwellers to our humble abode.
We're tracking someone who was creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted.
God, is
Your
that
words may
Larxine's
fool the
voice
bold,
actress?
but I
Cause
cannot
that
be
laugh.
so easily deceived. I, Constance von Nouvelle, shall divine your true intentions.
Oh my god.
You are
Demi likes
here
big,
by
strong
order
boys.
of
Yes,
the
he
church,
does.
which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
I like the touches of purple in her hair. Yeah, right there. Dudu, I know. Why would Dudu not be up like Your Highness and Hubert? Like, why they really should have been the ones from those houses. Would have made more sense. I need to grab my audio panel. 1 second. Reasons for reasons. It's not Larxine's VA. That laugh is like exactly like Larxine's laugh, and that's not like a normal laugh. I can't possibly try and imitate it, but like you could have fooled me just with the laugh.
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. A fight's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
By the look of them, I'd wager they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat, then?
Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that?
It is so rare
Everyone
to have
here is
characters with
starved for
purple hair.
amusement.
That is
They've
so
been
rare.
waiting for a good fight. Wow, look at that. A flawless example of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
Claude, this isn't the time to be impressed by our enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait. Claude, is it? Is in the brand new heir of House Regan?
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in Fodlan. It's just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the academy this year. Looks like that's you.
How do you even know that?
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good. All right, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the East about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty King of Grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
Hilda. His hair is lavender, like Riku in certain lighting. Oh, look at the different save screen. That's nice. Kirsten Day voices Constance. Thank you. Exactly, Nils. Oh, Dimitri's so checking him out. Yes, I love them already. I love them already. Come on, get there. The fourth house that lives underground. Why are they not concerned that there's like a whole society underneath Garrett Mock? Select a guide in the system menu to view the game tutorials. Okay. Are there supports? With... I guess with them. Is there new supports? Because, like, I would have had them all with Ash. And Dimitri. Got everybody. Okay. What's our... Do we have, like, the same... Is everybody, like... Sniper, Wyvern Rider, Fortress Knight, Swordmaster, Paladin, Bishop, Warrior. Okay. 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 Oh, don't think you can have support combos in the DLC itself? Oh, okay. They don't carry over. Okay.
Who are you people anyhow? It doesn't seem right to cross blades without knowing at least that much.
Wow, does it hurt to take yourself that seriously? Answer the man's question, B.
B.
Why me?
Whoa, look at his... Oh my god.
We're the Ashen Wolves.
Ashen Wolves.
We're the secret fourth house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return.
Oh, why?
Back for a back, as they say.
Why did they turn their backs on you? Aw, no, tell us your story.
Impossible. Still, we must focus on the battle ahead.
Seems like it'll be tough to fight here. It's kind of dark. Looks like a great place to nap, though.
The locks on those gates look really complicated. There must be another way through.
Wow. All the mechanics. Okay.
I'll cut through.
Okay. We got guys down here. Over there. Yeah, oh my god. Okay. Hoppy's on a horse. There's like holes in the silver sword. Oh, she's a... Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I got a sword. Whew. He's got a relic. He's got relic gloves. You don't see their weapons. Okay. Okay.
I will prevail.
Come at me.
It's our chance to prevail.
Bye, Spin Master. You can... Oh, you can reclass some of the characters. Ah, okay. I'll go with the default. That's fine.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
Music. Ruptured Heaven. The sword. It said that the relic weapons get healed as you explore. Woo! Overkill.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of movement.
Battle.
He's
Ready
gonna have
and
a ton of
willing.
movement. I'm gonna go hit this lever. I don't know what that did.
Nothing's happening. What are we doing wrong?
I think the better question is, what aren't you doing wrong? Only we can operate that.
God, he reminds me of a Sailor Moon villain.
I'll give it my all.
Only they can operate it. Okay. Mini bow.
Come and get some, kiddo. I won't hold back, so you better not either.
Don't you go after my
Especially
son.
packed with years of pent-up resentment.
time to let
Why?
loose.
I want to know what happened. Why are you so angry? Get him, Ash. Yeah. No! Aw, Ruth. Oh, Ash. Good. No! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Maybe. I'm not.
No! Can I go back? Do I have my time powers? Holy crap! I don't have like a... Is Lindhard a healer?
I'd like to take it easy.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Holy crap! Oh shoot.
Maybe.
That's not right, is it? 9 charges. Yeah, no. Okay, Ash cannot survive.
I'll give it my all.
Up here. Oh boy. Wonder if he can survive them.
Battle.
Did he just say, battle? Okay, so the lever doesn't do anything. Oh,
Ready
don't
and
kill
willing.
Lindhard, please. Oh, here. Okay, here. Wait.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Okay. Don't kill nobody. Dimitri can take it. Oh yeah, Dimitri can take it. Ow. Or rather his horse. Why do they have like 6 attacks? Oh, God. Wow. Ouch. Oh, he went right for Lynn. Rude. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn. Nice. Okay. Okay.
I'll cut through.
Stay focused.
We not use the Sword of the Creator?
We'll lend you a hand.
Yeah.
Now's our chance.
Come and get some, kiddo. I won't hold back, so you better not either. These fists are packed with years of pent-up resentment.
Hey, what's
Time
up,
to let
Bogers?
loose.
Hydrate, thank you, Ducky. Yeah, me and Dimitri, we're team.
Don't let them retreat.
I should probably use the gambits as much as possible. Let's see, she's down there. What is this? Is that a wall? I can't tell. Oh, it's stairs. Okay. Excuse me.
I will prevail.
Get him, Edelgard. Blaze. Boom.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Yeah, look at that shield. Bigger than she is. She's a little.
One step at a time.
She's so little in all that armor.
Oh, you've got
It's
guts.
battle chess.
I'll give you that much.
Who, me?
Boom.
I've
Yes.
done some work.
Let's see. Yeah, Ash. Well
I
done.
must steel myself.
Steal yourself. Okay. God.
Sorry.
Okay. Gotta go down.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
Oh!
What
She
was
summoned
that?
a graboid.
It couldn't have been a summoning spell.
What? She's running away. Oh, she locked herself in. What? I'm assuming we can't just go through here. Cannot be opened with a key. Well, then. Rude. Who, Dimitri? Oh. Ash, my boy. Wait, are there... Claude, you're... see, I'm not familiar with them. Okay, Claude's a little squishy. So... Wait, back here. Yeah! She can take it. Get him.
Saw that coming. I must
Yeah.
stay focused.
Nice, Dimitri. Nice.
I'm getting stronger. I can feel it.
Wow. Well done on the level up. It's already, like, got cracked. He's got a javelin. It's already got cracked armor. Oh! He missed! Rude. Aww.
sorry,
God.
but victory is mine.
Oh, you stay there. Oh, she can throw it. Throw it! Oh, I guess it was only 54%. Yeah. Ow! You tried, Hilda. You tried. Oh. Oh, he's got his healing gamut.
Thanks
Perfect.
for that.
Perfect. Good boy. Wow. You're gonna attack me back, huh? It's not, then.
Oh, nice!
Ow.
That's enough!
That's enough! Yeah, Hilda! Yeah! Nice. Nice.
Such power dwells
Oh, what's up,
within.
Steve? I'm sorry I missed your message. Yeah! Oh, Hilda! Hilda smash!
Just like that.
Wait. You go over here. Dimitri, go and block everybody. Be the tank. Wait, what?
It would behoove you to watch your back.
It would behoove
no.
you to shut
I
up.
knew something didn't feel right.
Oh, crap. Rude. Get a mash. We got this. We got this. Look at you guys.
I'm not.
Look at you guys.
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? I don't want to hurt anyone.
Aww.
But in this case, I guess there's no avoiding it.
Oh, damn. She's magic using. Dorky.
Too slow.
Haha.
I must keep aiming higher.
Okay, Dimitri got the door key. So, I'm assuming that's this door? Door key is required to open. Okay. Excellent. Oh no, she can't move. Shoot. Oh no, wait. Hit. Da-da-da.
Use caution.
My convoy, anything? Bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing. Oof.
Thanks.
Well done.
Did he heal her for any? Wait.
I must get stronger.
Edelgard's got a sword that goes through walls?
Boring. Count me out.
This is boring. Wait, how did she counterattack through the wall? Wait, what? Ash's battalion buff? Oh! Wait, is that what that is? Oh, I thought his battalion was healing. Oh my gosh, really? That's the gambit? No way! I don't want that damage. Mad melee.
Unexpected.
She still can't move? Edelgard.
A great help.
Wait.
I'm at my limit.
Yeah. Yeah! Got him.
I will prevail.
Predictable.
Do 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 do. Can you move yet? Yeah. Okay.
Quite helpful.
Quite helpful, thank you. No, thank you, thank you.
I'll cut through.
Oh, he doesn't have any vulneraries? Probably should have attacked the other guy. It's alright. Didn't take any damage, though. Good job, Ash.
Not so fast.
What? Hell that.
I'm not setting a
Oh, I
very
thought
good example.
concoction. Wait, does that heal?
Impressed.
I thought that was a status effect thing. Oh, I thought that was status effect recovery. Okay. Yeah.
I expected as much.
Woo! Ow. That's rude.
I could use a break. You're too kind. Who, me?
Oh my god, look at all these guys. Oh. Wait, so we killed her, so we don't necessarily have to open this door, but we might as well. I opened the door. Was that speed plus 40%? Raises avoidance. Alrighty. I am down to be on the avoidance tiles. Edelgard taking up the rear. Edelgard and Lynn.
Sorry.
Underestimate the denizens of Abyss, and it won't end well for you. Tremble in fear at my magical
God,
light.
no, shut up. That's Larksene. I don't believe you. Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah, Claude. Yeah, Claude. Enjoy your dinner, Talos. Oh my gosh, Bees! Can we get some love in chat for Bees? Congrats on your promotion! How exciting! Yay! I hope what you're doing as well is more fun for you. More fun job. Nice! my god.
Let us help.
Yeah. Maybe if we hit. Yeah! Hilda! Taking her down in one shot.
Don't expect much more than that. It's not that I'm defeated so much as that I'm temporarily grounded.
Dang. Why we gotta take all that damage? Does Claude not have a gambit? Ah, man, Ash can't reach him. Oh, wait, he can't. Oh, that one. Okay.
Use caution.
Ooh.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks,
I'll cut through.
Oh, yeah, with the miss. Well done, Claude.
Progress suits me well.
Ooh. We gotta get Edelgard up here. Dang, I hate the brawlers, man. Brawlers are more dangerous than anything to me. Yes. Swing and a kill. Oh, that guy. Let's get that guy. Boom! Through the wall.
I can always depend on you.
Yes, you can, Ash. Yes, you can.
I know you. You're the one Lord Lonato adopted, isn't that right?
Oh, how does he know that?
Wait, I recognize you too. You're Count Rowe's adopted son. I don't know how you ended up here, but your house is no doubt worried sick. Let's get you home, okay?
Let's get you home.
You
He's
really
so
think I'd
sweet.
choose to go back there? Better watch yourself. You might lose a limb or your life. Adorable.
I love his purple hair and eyes.
Quite helpful.
Quite helpful, thank you. Thank you. Here, yeah, Dimitri, take down this brawler. Boom. Aha! Perfect.
Well, what have we here? Some lost kid stumbling around in the dark? Stay a while, won't you? Shame indeed not to have a bit of fun with each other while we've got the chance, you know?
Oh my god, he's so a Sailor Moon villain.
I'm getting stronger. I can feel it.
Is Yuri the most powerful one? It's back!
Maybe I got a bit too carried away. Nah.
Nah. Dimitri's just like, nah. Claude! Claude! What did Claude do? He knows he's hot. Yes. Yes.
It's safe to say we've won this round, don't you think? B, was it?
The name's Balthus. I don't lose often, but I can at least recognize what it looks like.
Balthus. Balthus. Balthus? From House Albrecht? Baldy, is that you?
Oh no, did they go to kindergarten together?
Look, old.
Huh. Do we know each other, pal? Wait a minute. That hair, those eyes, that voice. Hilda! I don't believe it. Hulk's little sis?
Oh no!
I don't believe it. Little Hilda herself. Why didn't you
We had to
speak up
fight to be
sooner?
friends.
Baldy, this isn't the time to catch up. What would Holst think? I bet you didn't consider that, did you?
Eesh. I don't know, but it wouldn't be nice. Look, sorry, okay? Just don't tell Holst. If he knew I raised a hand against you, he'd have my head.
Ha! Like he'd stop at your head. Fine, though. Just this once, and just for you, I'll keep quiet.
Now that that's sorted, what did you mean about it being lucky that you found me?
Oh, that. One of the guys I owe gold to is Count Gloucester. He said something about forgiving my debt if I could dig up some dirt on you. Figured this was my shot.
Ah, so it was purely selfish. But then was a fight really necessary?
Oh, Claude's gotta have
Really
so
was.
much dirt.
Best way to acquaint yourself with someone is to get into a tussle with them. That's common sense right there.
That doesn't sound right.
That's the correct response for a reasonable person. We're not all as far gone as Balthus here.
Say what you will, but I learned all I need to know. It's clear this lot has nothing to do with the church's intentions. But that means those other creeps could always attack us at any moment.
Creeps.
Someone's targeting Abyss. Mercenaries keep sniffing around and causing trouble here. They won't let up.
It's a real problem, and we have no clue who's pulling the strings. There are many within the church who would love to see this filthy underground city purged. When you first showed up, we thought you were here to do just that. Apologies for the confusion.
Can I say how much I love Yuri's voice? I'm so glad that, like, it's refreshing to see a character like this, and then them not to give him, like, a girly boy voice. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a boy voice, right? Chalice, the only thing he's good for is not putting on a shirt. Yes. I appreciate that. His VA is such a cool dude as well. That's awesome. You love to see it.
So that's why you came at us with that nasty Kill the Outsiders act.
As Yuri Bird said, we're sorry.
Yuri
We're all
Bird.
pretty on edge these days.
Indeed. That someone would descend to Abyss out of pure curiosity was far too outlandish to consider.
What is the purpose of Abyss?
No idea. These tunnels have been around for ages. They could be older than the monastery for all we know.
None remain who know the complete truth. However, I shall tell you all that we know for certain. Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garrick Mach, if you will.
The church quietly tolerates us. They think they need a place like this for Garrick Mach to thrive.
The deal is simple. Abyssians never get involved with the surface, and the surface never gets involved with us.
Alas, For some foul reason, surface dwellers have been after us of late, further oppressing those souls who can only find solace beneath the ground. I cannot abide it.
She's a theater kid.
Though it pains me to admit, we too harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light. That is why, by the grace of our esteemed patron, we have been granted sanctuary here in Abyss.
I see. Balti, does that mean you've got a reason for being here too?
I was only half paying attention, I'm sorry. Wait, but why? Okay. We harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light, but they haven't actually said yet. Okay.
I see.
Afraid so, Hilda. I'm here because there are more bounties on my head than there is hair.
Uh-oh.
To lay low. Real low.
What are you doing?
Balti, that's awful.
Enough with the niceties. Let's get these surface dwellers out of here.
Nonsense! Intolerable nonsense! Why ever would we let slip this chance to acquire their aid?
Like we said, recently this place is being targeted by mercenaries. Myself excluded, a lot of the folks who live here can't defend themselves. They're here to avoid conflict. The elderly, the infirm, orphans, lost souls, merchants who were chewed up and spit out by the nobility, the works.
So
it
it's
rests
the Court of
upon
Miracles.
us to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to safeguard our home. To that noble end, I must insist that you lend us your strength.
I feel for your cause, truly. However, I cannot help but wonder why you would trust us so readily. We are from the surface, after all.
Trust is a choice. We're choosing to trust you. For now. It's clear you're not here by command of the church. And you're not just a bunch of noble twerps either. You can hold your own. It's in the way you fight, how you carry yourselves. Still, I'm reluctant to get you involved with this madness. It's our problem, not yours.
It's too late now. We already told them everything. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves.
Most true. Wander about Abyss for a time, and I am certain you will come to the only correct conclusion.
Right, what she said. Take a look, think some thoughts, consider yourselves our special guests.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like the music too.
Cindered shadows. What lies beneath?
Was that Yuri's voice? Oh, okay. We must stretch. We have to be good. We have to be good and stretch. Loading screens are the perfect time to stretch. All right. Oh, is this the new gatekeeper?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. It's about you outsiders.
Abyss
Actually,
Keeper.
guess I shouldn't bother reporting you to yourself. The Ashen Wolves may seem tough, but they're harmless. Honestly, things can get pretty boring down here. But here's a little piece of wisdom from me to you. Boredom's a luxury. Trust me, I know these things.
Okay. Greetings, Professor.
What do you think, Professor? This is a most unique town, is it not? Incredible, really, that those who face depression on the surface are able to find sanctuary here. Oh, not to say that there's no helping the situation in Fodlan. To do just that is our duty and our honor. Even so, I find the idea rather lovely.
Rather lovely. I don't know. It seems dangerous down here. I don't know if His Highness should be walking around.
Who knew an entire town was hiding beneath the monastery? And a secret fourth house to boot? Secrets upon secrets, so I'm just itching to know them all. I'm sure Rhea knows all about this place. God, how many secrets does that lady have?
I more than you could possibly know, probably.
Find someone else to bother. Whatever the heck you're selling, I'm not buying. Not a trader, huh? Sorry, my mistake. Most folks chatting down here are just pawning off stolen goods.
Right, yeah, like I said, dangerous. There's a kitty! Hi, kitty!
What do you require? Farewell. Welcome.
I think we're good.
Come back soon.
Can we hold class down here?
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Welcome.
That's the items.
Please come again.
Spotted Balthus.
What's all the commotion about? Hey, hang on. I've never seen you before. You a first-timer? Word of advice. Watch your back. The only folks who hang around down here are the ones too shady to walk in the goddess's light.
Yeah, which is why I'm nervous.
Hey, Professor.
About bringing the kids down here.
Allow me to introduce you to my brother's best friend. You can call him Balti.
Actually, it's Balthus. You've probably heard of me. In the Alliance, I'm
I think I've heard of you.
How should I put it?
An outlaw?
Right answer. This guy's notorious for picking fights and shirking debts. He's got a whole army of bounty hunters chasing after him.
I may not look it, but I was once a noble from a minor house. Life's full of twists and turns.
I know you, Balti. I'm pretty sure you got yourself into this mess.
I may not look it, but I was once a noble.
I know you.
Okay. True battle. No, not true battle yet. Coming in. Claude fits in just fine.
You're not a holy knight, and you don't
Look,
seem
we have
all
class
that
here.
But you're certainly mysterious, wielding that hero's relic. Yeah, I've heard all about you. But I never figured I'd see you down here, chasing after someone and getting lost in the process. That's right. And so we're clear. The Ashen Wolf House isn't affiliated with the Officers Academy. Since we're not part of the Academy, it's really just in place for us. Can't go to the surface either. We've all got our reasons. We're a unique
Yeah, I want
bunch
to
from
know
all
your
walks of
reasons.
life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here.
I want to know why.
Hey, new person. Want my advice? Don't wander too far off the beaten path. Abyssians like their privacy. If you go snooping around, there's bound to be trouble. Wait, did I introduce myself? My name's Happy.
Happy!
Really? Pardon, but might you possibly be the Imperial Princess herself?
I am. And you are Constance of House Nouvelle. I recall hearing of your disappearance. I never would have imagined you'd end up in a place like this.
Your presence is equally curious. What business could you have here? Don't tell me it was idle curiosity.
As I believe you are well aware, we were chasing after a suspicious individual.
Professor?
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
Have you seen this library of theirs? It's completely different from the one in the monastery, and their collection is amazing. There are forgeries and banned books.
Ooh,
legends,
this is the
spells, and
spicy
heresies.
library.
Doubt I'll catch a single wink tonight.
Ah, yes. Go wild, Lynn. This is huge. Dang. Ash. Is that Ash snooping in everybody's room?
It looks like this is where the people of Abyss leave their unwanted
Yeah,
belongings.
this is where you get jumped,
I
Ash.
didn't expect to find much, but there's actually plenty of gear we could salvage. I'm told we can take anything we can use, so it might be good to check on it now and again.
Oh. Okay. Women's quarters. Get out of there. Ooh. What? What? I'm gonna get my fortune told. Unit appearance. Okay. I think that's
Hey,
everybody. Oh, hi. What's up? Ooh, look at that. The waterway. Nice. Okay. Okay. Hi, Bella. This is the DLC. My first playthrough of the DLC. Oh no, we got lots more people. This way. This way. This way.
Hey, you're quite a strapping fellow. But even your looks don't compete with the likes of Yuri.
Oh.
Don't let that pretty face of his fool you, though. He's a rogue, through and through.
Oh.
Even so,
She's got the hots for
people of
Yuri.
Abyss trust him. He may be a scoundrel, but he's our scoundrel.
That scoundrel Yuri.
Want a drink? Of course you don't. It's all terrible down here.
Ah.
Nobody important enough to carry the good stuff wants to come underground to sell it to us. It's a shame. Just once, I'd like to taste something worthy of a noble.
Aw, I want to like bring him booze now. Look at that guy. Kitties!
I told Yuri I wanted to be just like him when
Why is
I
there a
grew
little
up.
girl down here?
He said I shouldn't ever say stuff like that.
Aww.
So I told Paul
She just meant as fabulous.
to be like him when I grew up, and he said I'd grow up boring. What do they want me to say?
Aww, be yourself. Stop wanting to be or not be like other people.
What?
Huh? You're from the surface, aren't you? I bet you're real bad. My mom says surface people are the worst.
I bet you're real bad.
Abyss is where I offer my prayers to my gods.
She's the fortune teller,
It's
isn't
the
she?
only place. The goddess of Fodlan is not one of my gods, but the statue here is not one of my gods either. I offer my prayers here all the same, because Abyss is where it is allowed.
Oh, I like her dress. Finish exploring, no, not yet. Okay. That's nice that it tells you. Okay, no, I want to get the rusty stuff.
What?
What?
Ah, wow.
Shine up my rusty stuff. Blacksmith. Oh no, wait, is that, forge?
Is this it? There you go.
There you go.
Is this it? There you go.
There you go.
Come back anytime.
There you go. Kriya or Chira? What's up?
We're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry. No one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians. Just in case things go south.
What? 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 What are you doing, Yuri?
Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries.
Hey,
They
what's
closed
up,
off the
Zap?
entrance they used last.
I am doing
But
okay.
It seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be necessary. They'll be back soon.
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Oh,
sure. But if we do nothing,
she's
they'll
not very
die a lot
happy.
sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoys shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
See,
There's the
she's a
entrance.
theater kid.
They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned. Launching small counterattacks on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
Dimitri
If we
does
can
not
capture
stand
them,
idly by.
We can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
I like how Claude's just absent. He's off doing his own thing.
Excited, are you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
So long as they're fighting with us and not against us, I don't care how excited they are. Let's get to it.
Okay. Okay. How you been,
Wow.
Zap?
An underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough to
I love the
contain my
purple in her
glory.
hair.
I shall not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
Sigh? That was my question. Sigh. Oh, Zap, yes. Yes. Did you say you had like a podcast or something you were gonna do on Fire Emblem? Oh my gosh, this game is amazing. This game is so good. I love it so much. It was so emotional, and like I just love all the characters. Like they're like my children, and like you care about them, you know. And then like to see what they go through and how it ends up is like so just heart-wrenching. The whole thing. Welcome back, Michi Bunny. Oh, murder hobos. Oh, playing through the base game, talking about my experiences and your reaction is one of the reasons I'm playing it? Oh my god! Well, just be aware that the, you know. Oh, that's right, my reaction was no spoiler, wasn't it? Yeah. I just don't want, this is the side story DLC. I just don't want you to get spoiled for anything that you don't want to be.
If Happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
I wish.
She has a
Happy,
very loud
but
sigh.
Absolutely no sighing. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood?
Be glorious
This place is so
in
big that if it
moderation.
collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
I'm concerned.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way. It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety. Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
I don't think she's actually nobility. I think she's acting.
If the
Elfie.
underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
Who's Elfie?
You must know Alfric, yeah? He's
Alfric?
a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss.
Not Alfie.
He's the one who
Elfie.
opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Ulfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the knights to aid us.
That means Alfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. Us, and now you. I hope you're ready, Professor. We're counting on you.
Professor?
You are a professor at the Officers Academy, are you not? You may not be our instructor, but I cannot think of a more fitting title to call you.
I'm just Professor.
Seems like you're with us now.
Always to everybody love it.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
This guy's only in this house because they don't require him to wear a shirt. Oh, yeah, Zap. I'd be totally up for that. Gonna continue my Black Eagles playthrough because of you? Wait, have you not completed the Black Eagles route, Talus? Claude calls you Teach. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I'm excited to play. Oh, I thought you had. I'm very excited to play the, Claude's route. Golden Deer.
Ah! I knew following those shady kids was a bad idea. This place is massive.
They actually fell for it. Let's get this done.
Alright, they're on our team now.
Other mercenaries are on their way. We left a nice little trail of crumbs for them to follow. We'll need to take them all out, or they'll just keep coming. Let's pull together.
Okay.
I'll cut through.
Miss! Miss!
I will prevail.
Let's see here. We got a guy there, guys over here, they're over here too, and reinforcements are gonna be coming. Okay. Resistance, okay.
Stay focused.
not setting a very good example.
Careful to the terrain tiles.
Who, me?
Yeah, she did it. Woo!
I'll give it my all.
Ready and willing.
Battle.
Battle. Oh, I'm controlling them. Oh, cool. 50, 37, 35, 33. So they're all magic users. And then he's the brawler. Okay. Numa Gale. War Monk.
It'll be a shame to mar this pretty arena with a bunch of fresh corpses, but here goes!
No! What? Why didn't you attack again?
Sally forth!
Sally forth!
Thanks, pal.
Yep.
Yep.
You're a real
Banshee.
pain in the neck, you know that?
Nice.
Sure thing.
Ooh. I think he can take it. Or can I not heal him? I think he'll be fine. Foul play. Unit swaps positions with an ally in range exclusive to the Trickster class. Oh wait, I thought he was dead. I'm so confused. Oh no. Oh no.
Worse, but
Nope. No. No.
Yep.
Yup. Banshee, Swarm, Z, Miasma. Wow, she got all the death.
You're a real pain in the...
She got all the crazy spells.
Sally forth!
Let me at him. It'll be a shame to mark.
Punch. What class is she? Dark Flyer.
You'll not find it so easy to escape from the darkest depths of
Hey,
Garrick
obscurities. Hydrate. Thank you, Dutchie. Yes. Ooh, that was an ice attack. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait. No, go back. A sword user who can use some magic. The trickster toys with their foes by employing quick movement. Requires thief certification. No. Valkyrie. This knight excels in the art of black magic. It can move again after combat. A holy warrior who can use some magic. The war monk is skilled with axes and in hand-to-hand combat. The Dark Flyer rides an ebony Pegasus into battle and wields magic effortlessly. This unit can move again after attacking. Cool! You made everyone a Dark Flyer. Nice. Ah, thank you so much, Dutchie. Valkyrie's a really good mage class. Nice. Okay, let's see. The reinforcements are gonna be coming, alright. Alright.
Sure thing.
Resistance. Defense. I'm just gonna stay back here with my friendos. What was that again? No! Stop it! Oh, swap positions, okay.
My rise to prominence
A
continues.
code for the Heroic Edition of Guild Wars 2 is available for Twitch Prime members. Not sure if it was discussed earlier. No. Oh, nice. Very cool. That gives you like some bonus loot, I believe. Very nice.
I will prevail.
Thank you for letting us know.
I'll give it my all.
Yeah. There we go. Now Edelgard can actually move. What else we got here? I guess until reinforcements show up. Should all get together because we're all friendos.
Who, me?
Aww.
I'll cut through.
Boom. Dimitri.
Stay focused. Ready and willing. Battle.
Oh my god.
Helpful.
I didn't know she was so low on health.
Be careful who you choose to follow. I suppose it's too late for that now, isn't it?
Let's see this. Advanced ice magic. Magic arrows with a high hit. Okay. Oh no, we know Sagittae. Boom. Uh-oh. Ah, rude. Rude.
Too weak.
Yeah. Wait, she's 21, 20, 20. He's only 20.
On it.
Ooh, yeah. My friends are my power.
Can't wait for my next brawl.
Nice. Nice level up. Oh, hi!
This can't be the place, can it?
More visitors already? Allow us to offer you a premature burial.
Damn rats, out of the way.
Yeah, this is a JRPG with tactics style combat. An RPG dating sim. Bolting. Holy crap. Highest tier of lightning magic with some range. Damn.
Yeah.
Ah, you suck, sir.
Honored.
Everybody get together. Look at us helping them.
A great help.
Hey, Phil. Bernie and Dorothea after time skip. I'm not familiar with Dorothea post time skip, but oh, here, hold on. What does retribution do?
Well done.
But Bernie, I love Bernie.
Ooh, nice.
They're coming from that direction too. Okay. They're level 24.
Need a hand?
Oh, look at these friendos! Look at those friendos! Yes! That was like Sailor Moon. Wait. Intermediate dark magic has a high crit rate. Intermediate dark magic foes hit suffer reduced movement for 1 turn. Basic dark magic foes hit suffer speed -5 for 1 turn. And basic dark magic. Yes, ma. Ooh, no. It's probably not smart. Yeah. Yeah. 80, 85, 90. You did it, Ash. Look at you go. Allie, hi Allie. Narissa, good to see you. Look at all these friendos in chat. Edelgard, this is so slow. That's not a good idea, Claude. That's a better idea. Ooh! Oh, we got a bunch of squishy people up there. Ooh.
Quite helpful.
That's why you reclassed Edelgard. Yeah.
If only my research had such results.
Ooh.
My... Pardon?
Oh, she dodged it! Yes! Constance. Nice. Happy. Where's Happy? There's a character named Happy.
Could have been worse.
Oh my god! No, I refuse. Stop. It's dumb.
I will prevail.
I hope so. I guess the hit was 36. I need to pay more attention to that.
Yep.
Let me at him.
lengths I go to.
I'll give it my all.
Holy crap. Ah.
Stay focused. I'll cut through.
Ready and willing.
Sure thing.
Oh, that was sweet. Okay. I keep forgetting what that does. Oh, he switches and then moves again. Oh, okay.
Battle.
Oh, battle.
I'm flattered.
Shot.
Ha! Oh, where are the enemies? Where are there? Oh, up here. I did not see him. Who needs some experience? Boom. There you go. Ah!
How deep does
Oh,
this
that's because
place
of an
go?
accessory?
I wonder
Oh.
if it's around here somewhere.
All we have here are your buddies' carcasses. Maybe you should turn
Ah.
around and go home.
Alright, let's see. They are all the way over here. Okay.
Sally forth.
Let's all group up here. Group up, group up. Oh yeah, he's got freaking heal.
Well done.
Strength up, wow, okay, cool.
Thanks. Thanks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Punch.
That's life.
I want you to get the kill XP.
A great help.
A great help. So much anime war stress, Tim. There's always another anime. Oh, Happy! No, Happy. Shoot. Oh, yeah, Oh my gosh, there's like a lot of people. Come on! What is doing that? I'm getting rid of that weapon. Oh, thought it was going to be able to move again. Yeah, Hilda.
Is this a joke?
Aw, Ash.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff. No, Quad!
Expect that. We'll call it a stalemate.
And heart.
I'd like to take it easy.
No, kill him. Yeah. I like this, like, white magic thief rogue. Dudes, Ace dudes. Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Where's the treasure? I've had it with these Abyssians.
Jeez, will it ever end? I love a good brawl, but I'm sick of looking at these fools.
Ooh, that is way too many people. Oh yeah, she's got the super long range. Yeah. Yeah, even though you, like, know the reinforcements are coming, you're still like, come on, man, not more. Jesus! I hate those brawlers, dude. The Death Knight? Wait! The Death Knight? Did it say rout out enemies except the Death Knight? What? What? Unarmed. Wait. Punch. Boys, you are so far back here.
Oh, nice.
Except the Death Knight. Constance is so much like Larxene. Yeah, Hilda. Freaking Death Knight, dude. Damn, Hilda. Dimitri. Gonna be level 50. No, here comes the Death Knight.
You can count on us.
Yeah.
It's a long road yet.
Nah.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for that. Yes. Ah. Nice. Good.
Such power dwells.
Dang! Nice.
Too weak.
Oh. Fatal guard, very nice. Wait. No. Doesn't have a very good chance of hitting. Oh, he did it.
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
With the friggin' Death Knight.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
He just kind of shows up, taunts, and then leaves. Yeah, Balthus. Oh, well done, Balthus.
Oh, that...
He just pieces out, takes a dark portal, and leaves.
Boss?
Greetings,
that's the
Professor.
last
Oh,
of
sorry.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
Oh, oh, oh!
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
No, don't shake Yuri!
Not allow it.
Alfric! Alfric shows up.
Helfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
Oh. 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 Oh.
Alfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
Okay, before all this, I need to stretch, so, woo! That was a crazy battle. Ow. Alright. This old lady got to stretch, so thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the fun. I will be back in a few. Alright? Take this opportunity to get up and stretch and grab a drink, grab a snack, get some water, and stay healthy. Okay? I will see you shortly. I am an old lady. I feel it. Look at Mr. Jack. Look at him up against the power poo. What you doing, Mr. Jack? You rubbing up against the power poo fruit? Are you getting... What is he doing? Getting your face in dirt on my powerful fruit, Mr. Jack. He likes it. He wants to taste it. Come here, Skipper. Come on. Do you want to taste the powerful fruit, Mr. Jack? Too funny. He does that sometimes. Sometimes he'll do it against you, like when you're petting him. He'll just come up and like start rubbing his face against you. It's so cute. He does. He likes the soft things. Hi, Prey Return. He does. He's a cutie.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So, you're Aelfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aelfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Aelfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
Is this guy gonna turn into like some creepy, overbearing cult leader?
I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
Thank you, Phil.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Aelfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you. The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful.
Do I get paid?
Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Aelfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim.
This dude's
on the
got some
surface.
layers in his
A most
hair.
trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual. I
Gerald?
was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him.
Did
Your
you
mother
fish?
as well. She was a cherished friend of mine.
Aww.
I was even present for their wedding.
What?
With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But
she's like, I don't want to go
That'll
to
be fine.
real school.
It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Aelfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories.
Oh
with
my
you.
god. Why do I get bad vibes from Alfred? Aelfric? Aelfric? Aelfric.
Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising.
Is that Aelfric's voice? The Rite of Rising. Aelfric.
Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Tell me about my
yes,
parents.
Of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Tell me about my mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
What was my father like back then?
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she. Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it. I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
No.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
Aww. That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that her grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Okay.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish. Though, again, it is quite
That's right.
far-fetched.
How could we ever regret
You
staying?
see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Oh. Oh.
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. So you believe Abyss is connected to that place?
Lots of twists and turns down here, so it's not the craziest idea ever. Must be well hidden, though.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic, I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles. It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However,
Garbage children!
The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising
are the garbage children. Garbage pail kids.
Yes, the Chalice of Legend. My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago.
Oh.
A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
I know, think of all of the glorious couples who might never have gotten together if we didn't go and be the professor and stay there. Nils, right? We found our wife. I love them, Eternal. I like them a lot.
Excuse me. I've only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him. Kind of reminds me of Lenato in that way.
Aww.
I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked off tunnels. It's a real maze. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages. That's what I said. Activate the mechanism and the gate slams shut. Bang! Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
I really want to, like, ask Rhea about that.
Wow.
I heard Elfric came to Yuri's rescue in the attack that happened recently. That's just what you'd expect from someone as kind and strong as he is. I can't believe he's single.
This is just like a thirsty rogue. She was thirsty for Yuri, and now she's thirsty for Elfric. Professor, mercenary, or matchmaker. All of the above.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Where is she? I want to get my fortune told. Ooh, Venom Axe. Nice.
I must grow into this new role.
guess.
What?
Pegasus Knight Hilda? Swordmaster. Ah. Uses white magic, right? King of Grappling. Honorable Spirit. Circadian Beat. She is a theater kid. Monstrous Appeal. Two rallies. Happy. Use dark magic. Oh, wait. Plus counter, axe, sword. Okay, that's better. I'm not gonna do all that. For 5 turns, okay. Fetters of Dromi. Increases movement and allows unit to move again and may have damage. Wow. Bow, axe. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, what? Wait, wait, whoop, wait. Do, 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 do. We're taking Ash on a field trip, yes. No, this is a very dangerous place.
What do you require? Farewell.
I see. Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke.
I know.
Must be
I know.
exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions. Huh? Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war.
Oh my god,
and it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri? Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
Yes, I do.
Brutally honest. I love it. Even so,
Boy, it sure
it's a
would be
bit much
terrible
for
if a
me to say.
war happened.
I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy. Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you. Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
Professor!
Hey, you.
Professor!
listen up. I've got something to report. The
Do
bandit
you?
sightings have stopped, for now. I still won't let my guard down, though. What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life, and lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
Greetings, Professor. Haha, Fistkeeper, I love it. Good night, Josephel. Sleep well.
Intriguing.
4 apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is also a food or something.
Oh?
The records should be here some. Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements. But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Elfric get to? I must have words with him.
Oh my god, she's too much. She's too much. Aw, interest providing for his mother. And cooking. Likes sweets, banquets, board games, and family. Aw! Dislikes injustice, unlucky odds, irrationality, and singing in public. Oh, okay. Born to a prostitute in Western Foldland. Discovered and adopted by Count Rowe. Enrolls at the Officers Academy at Garrett Mach, but is expelled due to a scandal. Becomes a resident of Abyss. A scandal. He has a crest. Do they all have crests? They all have crests. The crests of the apostles, of course, right? Born the eldest son of a lord in Leicester territory, enrolls at, graduates from the Officers' Academy at Garrick Mach, relinquishes his position as the heir of House Albrecht to his younger brother. To evade bounty hunters, becomes a resident of Abyss. Former heir to House Albrecht, a minor alliance house. Interests brawling and adventure. Likes gold, fighting, women, gambling, grit, and bravado. He's just a dude's dude, man. Oh. Mystery crest. Wait, do they all have? Oh, they all have the mystery crests. Lost to history. Occasionally prevents enemy counterattacks when using a weapon. Sometimes restores HP equal to 30% of damage dealt when using combat arts. Occasionally does not consume a use during magic attacks. Occasionally does not consume a use for recovery magic. I've never, like, ran out of recovery magic. I didn't know the crest had special abilities in combat. Dislikes bounty hunters, losing bets, getting an earful from Duke Goneril. Born the eldest daughter of Count Nouvelle, loses her family title and lands in the Dagda and Brigitte War, relocates to Ferdiad where she enrolls at the School of Sorcery, graduates from the school and enrolls at the Officers' Academy at Garrick Mach. Okay. Interest staying ahead of the curve and discovering new spells. And none in particular. I like how, like, hers all have, like, parentheses. Lunatheria, thank you so much, my legendary Peach. I appreciate the support. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. The broest of dudes. Likes magic, showy spells, success, and House Nouvelle. Magic, helpful spells, selflessness, modesty, black tea. Dislikes sunlight, bugs, vulgarity, and admitting defeat. Cute things, her own perceived faults. Wait, why are there, like, parentheses? Dislikes cute things. How can you dislike cute things with those curls? Born in the hidden village of Timotheos, upon leaving the village is abducted and subjected to magical experimentation? After being freed, finds refuge in a church in Fargus, discovered by the Knights of Saros and imprisoned in Abyss. Girl from a forgotten village. What? No wonder she's, like, a little off. Collecting pretty stones and sky gazing. Oh, sucks to live in Abyss. Likes freedom, music, and humorous anecdotes. Dislikes monsters, demonic beasts, conforming to expectations, stifling sighs? What's with the sigh? Knights and preachy people. Oh, I feel so bad for her now. Aw. Happy.
Intriguing.
Happy.
Professor.
Aw.
Perhaps.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy? It's a long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
Wait, is this before even the player character knows? About their relationship?
There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped. My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is... it is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
Aww. Ni no Kuni vibes. Oh. I've played a bit of Ni no Kuni too. It's really fun. It's a really good game.
Welcome.
There's no like shields.
Come back soon.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
Thanks.
Come back anytime.
Well, I'll be.
Welcome.
Oh, there's the shields.
This one?
We have a very limited amount of money, don't we?
Thank you.
Aria, hi sweetie, how you doing? Will you be playing the other two playthroughs as well? If I do, it's gonna be in my own time. I can't dedicate another 40 streams to playing the other routes. But I want to play it like off stream in my own time, and then like share like when I build up a lot of supports, or if there's like a big moment or something, then like maybe doing a stream to like share that with you guys, or maybe like putting it on like the subathon list or something, like, you know, continue my playthrough. But yeah, I want to play the Golden Deer route next, because I just love it, and I want to learn about all the other characters so badly. You're pretty energetic. Nice. That's good. That's a good way to be.
Please come again.
I will. Okay, who do I want to give shields to? Oh no, I need to sell all this bullion. There's my money.
Welcome. This one? Thank you. Please come again. Welcome. This one? Thank you.
All the shields.
Please come again.
Oops. No, stop. Mm. You're fine. Shields for everybody.
Abyss is a sprawling place. Some houses, like mine, are actually quite far from the center of town. What brings me all the way here, then, you ask? I came to see Elfric. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
Wow, this Elfric guy. Oh, no! Did I unequip Yuri's relic? Shoot. Thank you. Forgot about that.
Hey! Don't annoy Happy, or make her feel disappointed.
Aww.
You mustn't. Not ever, okay?
Aww.
Sometimes Elfric gives out candy.
Does
Stick
he?
close by him, and you might get some too. But save a little for me, okay?
Seeing as I don't trust the guy, that disturbs me. Does he have a candy truck out back?
Don't suppose you're here for a drink, huh? They aren't any better, I'll tell you right now. Maybe folks down here wouldn't be so awful if they could get their hands on something worth tasting.
Is this guy just gonna complain about not having
Nobles are
good
just as
alcohol
bad.
the whole time? He's just here to drink, man. Sometimes he gives out candy from his windowless van.
For folks who've lost their homes on the surface, this is all they've got. Place used to be nothing more than a den of criminals who did whatever they pleased. Now, we got Elfric to keep an eye on things. He understands that keeping people fed's the way to keep them calm.
It's true. It's true.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky. Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
Yeah, she said only a few moons. Search for the chalice.
The answer is no. I will not allow it. It is far too dangerous.
Then you shouldn't have told us.
But if we can determine its origin, we may eliminate the very danger that vexes you.
You already know this, but there are plenty of folks down here who can't defend themselves. If these attacks keep up, eventually they'll find themselves in harm's way.
Yes, I am aware. However, for the time being, you must promise to refrain from acting recklessly. My dear flock has suffered enough as it is.
I hate that he
You
calls
needn't
them his
take any
flock. I don't
further
know why.
risks.
I don't like it.
Surprisingly overbearing,
It's
isn't
culty.
he? He must really care about you guys. Most certainly. Yet, if we fail to nip this problem in the bud, I shudder to think what will transpire. Aha! It's you! In the nick of time, as it
Aha!
were. Come.
Super
let us
cult
venture
vibes,
into
right?
Deep, deep underground. The Chalice of Legend awaits! Alfric told us all about it, and so we must locate this mystical place and grab hold of the waiting prize.
Coco, you didn't hear a word Elpie said, did you?
I surely did, but we must
Cute.
read between the lines. Alfric wants a solution as badly as we do. And so, we shall seek out the Chalice of Beginnings and present it to the church. If our enemies desire the object, this should halt all future attacks on Abyss. Brilliant, no?
I'm not so sure about that. According to legend, there's some kind of binding that protects it from would-be thieves. Even if we find it, we can't just walk up and take it unless we figure out how to break that thing.
Ah, but that is simplicity itself. We shall first ascertain whether it is still bound, and then we shall release it.
But where is this chasm anyway? I've never even heard of the place, much less seen it.
As luck would have it, I have discovered yet another secret passage. It appears to go deep underground.
Okay, my guess for her is that, like, what we're seeing here is, like, not the real Constance. Like, she's putting on, like, she's obviously acting. Like, I think she's, and then with the parentheses, like, in her bio, like, she's, like, one person, and then, she's putting on, she's deeply wounded. My guess is, like, she's deeply, deeply wounded. Something crazy happened to her, and this is, like, not, it could be another personality, but not, like, another personality, like, that one that she's choosing to, like, put on so that, like, people don't see the real her, because she doesn't like the real her, is my guess.
According to my superior instincts, it undoubtedly leads to the Chasm of the Bound.
Huh. I suppose it's worth a look. I don't care about finding some old cup, but if it could help us protect Abyss, I'll support the cause.
You surface dwellers do not have anything else to do at present, do you? You'll assist us, will you not?
We're busy.
I don't have anything scheduled before my next nap, so I guess that's fine. Edelgard doesn't look too thrilled, though.
Does she ever?
Splendid! It is decided. We leave at once.
Is Edelgard ever happy? We're busy, very busy.
Feeling
no time.
pretty lost right now. How long have we been walking? I'm guessing a full week.
A week? Ridiculous. It's been a few hours at most.
Exaggerations aside, if this takes much longer, I'm concerned about our lack of food and water.
She's got a point. How about we trek a bit farther, and if we don't find anything, we turn back?
Constance, I find it rather curious how quickly you became fixated on the chalice. Care to explain?
Oh, no. Why would I be fixated on a silly little legend for some supposed ulterior motive?
Because you want to bring
want
someone
the
back from the
esteem.
dead?
You think this will convince the church to help you restore your fallen house?
How could you possibly know that? Have you been snooping within the confines of my very mind?
I shall restore House Nouvelle to its former glory at all costs. It's practically your catchphrase.
Aha! Just as I suspected. Constance is the former lady of House Nouvelle. Until just a few years ago, it was a house of Viscounts in the west of the Empire. They had a long and distinguished history.
House Nouvelle lost its status 5 years ago, as a result of their part in the war.
Huh. You speak as though it has nothing to do with you.
I fear all I can do is ask forgiveness in place of my useless father. If doing so will comfort you in any way, then please accept my...
Save your breath. That will not be necessary. There is only one thing that I desire. For the sake of my parents, who fell courageously and selflessly in defense of the Empire. For them, I shall restore our status, revive House Nouvelle, and return it to its former glory. All that I do, even spending each day advancing my magical prowess, is to that end.
And in reward for all that hard work, you were forced to live underground. Life's cruel. It's like you took a shortcut back to the starting line. Or maybe you're just unlucky.
What are you saying? I never intended to share that side of me with you.
Look at that. It's a good thing we didn't turn back. That looks mighty Chasm-like, if you ask me.
Yeah, her catchphrase is her crazy Larkstein laugh.
Are we beneath the bridge in the monastery? Incredible.
Huh. I never thought I'd be gazing up at that bridge we've crossed 1,000 times from way, way down below.
Are we sure this is the right place?
It is, I think. I believe. I hope.
Constance, why are you hiding in the shade? Aren't you the one who insisted that we find the chalice?
Fine. If you insist that I join you, then I shall. Satisfied? Oh my. I was quite rude just now. Please accept my humble apologies for treating you so foully.
I presume too much to stand
Here's the other
beside
personality.
such noble paragons. Allow me to dig a hole to bury myself in.
No matter how deep underground we are, I guess sunlight is still sunlight. Poor
Oh! In the sunlight? What? Is she a vampire?
This is what Coco's like in the sun. That's why she lives underground.
I fear I cannot guarantee that this is the Chasm of the Bound. I have almost surely wasted our time.
Enough with the self-doubt, yeah? Just put one foot in front of the other. We'll have you back in the shadows before you know it.
Cheer up, Coco. We need you.
She gets depressed in the sunlight?
And now I have forced you into a state of pity. I feel so very worthless.
I admit, I have never seen anything quite like this before. Is there nothing we can do to help?
Happy? Keep Constance moving. If we don't start searching, we'll never find that damn chalice.
Fine, I'll just push her a bit, I guess.
I must ask you to cease. You shall soil your hands upon my filthy back. No soap could possibly. Huh?
I also get depressed
I
in the
sense
sunlight.
magic in the air. There is something just ahead. The binding spell, perhaps.
I don't feel anything at all.
That's weird. It's like a different
Actually, I hear
personality in the sunlight.
something big. And it's moving.
Perhaps
Weird.
there is something in place that is guarding the chalice.
Yikes. What is that thing? It's like some kind of gigantic toy.
I don't have the slightest idea what's going on, but I know it doesn't bode well.
I don't know, could be fun. It's been a while since I've met an enemy that can put up a good fight. Hey you! Meet your master, pal. I'm gonna pummel you into my own personal shield.
Fault this. Oh, stretch. Stretch. Thank you, Faye. Oh my goodness. Her stats even change in the sunlight? Whoa. It really is like another personality comes out in the sunlight. Whoa. Weird. I wonder if there's like a reason for that. Like, again, is it the result of something happening, or is that just how she is? Wow. Interesting. This fight's a doozy. Recommend a quick stretch break. Okay, let me get up and actually move around. This would be the perfect place to end, is this battle. Okay, yes, let's take a quick break. Get up and stretch before the big battle. Okay. I'll see you guys in a few. Alright. Let's do it. Come here, Skipper. Come on. There's a go girl. Ooh, Byleth falls in battle. Okay.
What's the deal? No matter how many we squash, more just take their place.
If those things were created to protect the chalice, there must be a way to deactivate them.
If I may presume to offer my opinion, the statues may warrant scrutiny.
Oh. Spell books?
There must be a way to activate those things. I bet they require some type of key.
You who befoul this
Marcel.
sacred place, leave now or perish.
Sacred place? Sounds like the Chasm of the Bound, all right.
I think I might have found the key. That thing over there is carrying it around.
Okay. Thanks, Hilda. Okay. Gollum, Lance of light. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are like right there, ready to come at me. Okay. Ooh, look at her.
I will prevail.
Who, me?
Who, me? Oh, that's right. She's flying now. Nice. Oh, she's so sad. Look at her. She's so sad. Why is she so sad?
I'll cut through. Stay focused.
The sun.
The sun. Oh no.
A great help.
How long do rallies last for? Like
battle.
A couple rounds.
Yep.
Yeah. Yup. The death spell has a long range. Oh, just one turn? So did I waste it there? Because Edelgard already went?
Ready and willing.
Oh, it'll count if she's attacked. Okay, gotcha. Mecha maids. Yay! Nice. Not sure why we split up. I should have had us all go one way, but
Let me at him.
we split up the party. Punch.
I'll give it my all.
I didn't do a very good job splitting up the party.
Sure thing.
I hide in the bushland.
Thanks for that.
Sure, take your 1 HP. And give me experience. Woo! Oh, the sound effect.
The shame of defeat.
Okay.
It is more than I can bear. I'll just crawl under a rock now.
Oh no. Wow, okay. Unacceptable. She got 1 turn? No. No.
The sun.
pale in comparison to my allies.
Wow, no, why is she so sad?
Ready and willing.
Try to play
Ooh,
the
yeah.
fight.
Woo! I'm not done yet. Sure thing.
Yep.
Yup.
Thanks.
I'll give it my all.
Ash. Heck yeah.
I'll stick with it.
Ash, you're the best. You're the best.
Let me at him.
Thank you.
Battle.
I love him. Ow! Right on her head. Oh, Claude. Oh, Claude. Oh, that was a good counter, Claude. Rude. She can take it. Yeah. Yeah.
Stay focused.
Do we run? Let's run.
Think this through.
I know, I thought it through again, and I want everybody to stick together.
Well done.
I don't know what I was thinking. Happy!
Now I'm even
Woo!
tougher.
There you go. Boom! Yeah! Does he like do like the finger gun to attack? Oh, see, they have support.
Thanks much.
Is there support between the DLC characters that you can unlock?
Who, me?
Who, me? Oh, in the main story. So how does it work? Once you do the DLC, do you get them in the main story? Do they just show up? You can recruit them. Next time you play the main story, you'll have a chance to recruit them. Ah, that's so cool. I am continually amazed at the number of reasons to replay.
I'll cut through.
I can't believe they even did DLC. Like, the game itself was already so robust. Oh, here they come!
I will prevail.
Nope.
Thanks.
That is so freaking cool, and they have supports even outside of the DLC characters. That is so freaking cool. That range on Deadeye is just ridiculous. Yeah, Hilda. Hide in the trees.
A great help.
Thank you, Lynn. I'm really glad we have you.
If only my research had such results.
I love that dare. And I would, at this point, I would expect nothing less of the devs. It's amazing.
Oh, nice!
Yes, Ash. Woo! Hide in the trees. We're gonna come through the trees. Oh, it is not defensive terrain for flyers. Oh well. Critical! Even though you didn't need it. That overkill. Oh, Dutchie, thank you so much for hanging out today. It was a ton of fun. Have a good one. And hope you have a good day at work tomorrow.
Sorry.
Well done.
Oh, don't attack Lynn. Oh! Well, they're so creepy. Oh yeah, we gotta defeat that one. I'm not sure why we're going south. Oh! We gotta get the key and then get to those books. Oh, she can't do any damage to it? Shoot. Oh god, oh gee, oh gee, oh god, oh geez, 28, 27, oh geez.
You're at your side.
Yeah. Okay. Banshee! Is that what her sigh is? Is she like a banshee? She banshee wails when she sighs, and it alerts everybody to their location. Doesn't work, does it?
Don't expect much more than that.
Oh, the crit, Ash, that was beautiful.
I'm starting to...
Beautiful. Ooh. Ow. Ouch.
So this is what the...
Aww.
Worry not.
Can you sword it? Sword?
I'll suffice.
Oh yeah! Come on, we can take this thing down.
Now that feels good.
Of course, I changed the direction of the thing. That might have not been a good idea. What if we... I might have to go back on that.
Should I help?
Once I turn it back this way.
progress.
Spell break. Ah ha ha!
There's clearly something special about this key. Better keep it safe.
Okay, Claude's got it. Claude's got the key. Yeah! Punch it in its big old metal dress.
I'd like to take it easy.
Biscuit, why? Biscuit.
Why waste it?
Why? What's their bro? Miss! Ha ha!
Perhaps it's time for a nice nap.
Oh no! Unacceptable! Unacceptable! Unacceptable!
I'd like to take it easy.
Nope. Ooh, that's 2 hits. That's 2 hits. It's not gonna work, is it? No.
Perhaps it's...
No. No. Oh, thank you, Marilia. I totally forgot about the state of play. Miss anything cool before you raided? You missed me trying to figure out how not to kill Lindhart. How Gambit? Oh. And then that big thing's gonna kill him. Oh! I don't know how that happened, but okay. Hey, we figured out how to keep him alive. You might die. Two! Haha. Nice, Hilda. Yeah. Do these things just keep spawning? Okay, we gotta get Claude down
Ready and willing.
that thing down here, because he's got the key. Oh, haha! Ooh, hey, that. Oh, the big things do magic damage, and Lynn is a magic tank. Ah, okay, okay. Thirsty texting? Wait, what?
Yep.
Yup. Sweet.
Sure, pal.
Ah, run!
So sorry.
Oh.
I will prevail.
Stay focused.
Oh, man.
Sure thing.
cut through.
Dimitri, you're gonna hold them off. Bye.
I'll give it my all.
The sun.
The sun! Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Ha ha! Excuse me?
It's simple logic.
Damn! Oh my god, okay, we get it. Ooh, he is low on the health. Oh god. Why? I want you to take all that damage, eh? Ugh. Can everybody just hide in the bushes? Wait. Oh no. What? What's this red stuff?
Thanks, pal.
Oh, I highlighted an enemy unit. Oh. You all suck.
We have
Oh, come on. What the shit? Okay, no, screw that. No, 3 misses in a row. No. Don't move. I don't care. Stupid.
stay focused.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, the trees are boosting their evasion too. Gotcha.
I'll cut through.
Frickin' trees, man. Yeah, Dimitri. Dimitri's all we need.
I'm getting strong.
Look at that. He's all we need.
I will prevail.
We'll lend you a hand.
Yeah. Power of friendship.
It's a...
Ooh. Explode.
Who, me?
Who, me? 12. What? What? How are you supposed to hit anything?
Ready and willing.
Yeah. Good job, Claude. Okay, is that all the enemies up here?
The sun.
The sun.
That's the stuff. Sure, pal.
Rally you right back.
I'll give it my all.
Ha!
Sure thing.
Do 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 do.
I'd like to take it easy.
Thanks, pal.
Okay,
The shame of defeat.
Whatever.
It is more than I...
These guys all coming up here. Skipper, you are so freaking stinky.
Too weak.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Yes. Oh, I then clicked that way too fast, but that worked out. Thanks, Claude. Oh, the flying isn't doing anything. Whatever, you stay there. Heal himself. These guys might come and kill him, so you need to protect him. Good. Oh, I can't move. Uh-oh. Oh, here they come. Oh my god. Jeez. Yes. Oh, I don't know why I just like want to get Claude's turn over with. Hey, Infinite!
I want to go home.
Aww. She wants to go home. Oh, does Lynn heal himself if he use weight? Happy.
Now I'm even.
Hit him in the back the Guardian way.
Careful now.
Oh, that's Claude, okay.
Thanks for that.
Battle?
Thanks. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, welcome. Joker Bros rock. What's going on?
Another step forward.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Stay focused.
Oh my goodness. That's the stuff. Oh yeah!
Hey, look at you!
Look at you! That was really good. Slice. Slice. DLC's good.
I must.
This battle really sucks, but otherwise,
Who? Me?
Very good. Ooh, 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 ooh. And you're probably just gonna miss with that. Let's let Dimitri take care of it here. There you go. He's got it.
Thanks, pal.
Woo, Dimitri. $40 of 56. Why can he not heal Claude? Is it because he's flying?
You'll be repaid.
Or was Claude I can't freaking tell. Oh, I thought he wasn't.
Thank you.
Yes, Dimitri. Oh, Dimitri almost died.
I have no choice.
Oh, Dimitri did die. Okay, well. We might be able to just run away from this thing, actually. If Violet can take it down by himself. Skipper's dreaming in my lap. Little toes are twitching. Ha ha! Violet must stay alive, right?
Another.
You got it. I have confidence. Now I can run away. Alright, who we got here? We got this guy. This is insane, dude. Nice. Here, Claude, go do the thing. You got the key. Lever. Alright, I don't know what that did, but alright.
Close call, but we did it.
Oh.
Our efforts paid off.
Oh, okay. There was like 3 of those things. I thought we were gonna have to do like all 3. Wow, okay. Well, yay, good. Perfect. I'm really glad that Claude was the one that had the key. The storehouse is full. Oh, wait.
They look like crests.
You can only have 99, can't you? They look like crests.
My crest. Oh, but look at the stone. There's light streaming from it.
Oh. Oh. Well, there you go. Just in time for Yum Yum time.
Look, there's something in that opening.
Oh my gosh. We will find out what it is tomorrow. They're gonna be like, oh my god, those are our crests. Ugh. Yes, no, I'm tired. I'm very tired. We will see that tomorrow. Whew. Oh, thank you, Fayus. Oh, I'm so glad it ended there. Holy crap, I thought I was gonna have to, like, defeat everything. Stuff just kept showing up. That was one of your most hated fights? Well, good. I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad that I just got Claude in there. I didn't think the, like, entire battle was gonna end from that one. I thought we were gonna have to get all of them. So, that's good. That's good. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, enjoy the VOD. The rest of the VOD, today's VOD, it's really good. Like all the initial reactions to all the characters and stuff. I love them. I love them already so much. Thank you, Standby. Oh, thank you, Ivy. Yes, Yum Yum time soon. Mr. P is making, I'm so excited. Mr. P is making, we're having, I think it's filet mignon, grass-fed filet mignon. Some kind of beef. He's gonna make cauliflower, either cauliflower rice or cauliflower, like a mashed potato, but like cauliflower, something like that. He's gonna mash up the cauliflower. Portobello mushrooms, collard greens, which he has been like boiling since like 3 o'clock. So like 4 hours. Collard greens cooked for like 4 hours. We're really liking those. They're really, really good. And something else I forgot. Divine. Yes, divine. And I have eaten nothing today except tea and like a banana. So my tummy is ready. My tummy is ready. Yes, Miss Skipper, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. So that is gonna be over on Mr. P's channel, twitch.tv/F1Partisan. In like 15 minutes or so, I think he's gonna start. So I will see you guys over there for Yum Yum Times. Please enjoy. Otherwise, I will see you guys here tomorrow at noon, and we will continue the DLC. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you, Phil. Phil just popped the social media links in the chat if you want to check out my my Twitter or my Instagram, my videos on YouTube, or join our Discord server. We have a dedicated Fire Emblem section in the server, as well as a bunch of other games and topics for you to enjoy. It's free and open to everyone. So feel free to check that out. And Phil also put the link, thank you, Phil, to my second YouTube channel, which is currently every single day is posting one of my Fire Emblem VODs. So if you missed any, or if you want to watch them again, or anything like that, my entire Fire Emblem playthrough is going up on that second channel. Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate it. You do Eternal. I want to see all the memes, all the everything. Yes. I love it. I love it so much. It's the best game. My God, Choco. Like, I've never seen a game so, like, worth your $60. It's crazy. It's got so much content that has so much thought put into it. Like, if you like the tactic style of combat, if you like a dating sim, if you like the RPG aspect, there's so many facets to it, and they're all like wonderfully done. So thank you. This is Skipper. She's a good girl. He's a good girl. Yeah. Mr. Jack sleeping back there. Yes, if you love all of that, oh my gosh. Like, I've already played this game for like, I don't know, 90 hours. And I'm like, I can see why people play it for like 400 hours. Like, the way it incentivizes you to like play it over again and have it be a whole new experience is just crazy. And it's so good. I've only done one path and like I'm dying to do the others. All right, I need to go stretch. My beautiful peaches, have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for the support today. Awesome. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out. I will talk to you in Discord and on Twitter, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Go with love. Stay peachy, and remember to love what you love. Don't let anybody tell you what you enjoy and brings you joy. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!